Stop lifting heavy for small muscle groups. I tested heavy weights. I tested light weights.
Hey, this is a lot more nicer.
And the results were surprising. So I wanted to know what actually builds more muscle, pushing heavy weights or repping light ones until your arms feel like jelly. Most people think heavy automatically means better. But research, like from McMaster University, says that's not true. Lift to the point of exhaustion, and it doesn't matter whether the weights are heavy or light. They tested people lifting 75 to 90% of their max versus 30 to 50% both to failure. And guess what? After 12 weeks, both groups gained the same muscle size and similar strength. You see, muscle growth happens when you recruit as many muscle fibers as possible for the workout, especially the big juicy fibers called the type 2 fibers. You can either lift heavy or lift light for many reps till failure. Both do give you the same activation. Ah, that looks amazing. Essentially, what I want to say here is that this man wants to lift this heavy weight. But this weight is a bit too heavy for his massive, big, bulging biceps. So what ends up happening is different muscle groups start taking over the movement to help him lift that weight. And when you want to only isolate your biceps for your biceps to grow, that can be a little negative. What ends up happening is tension starts going to different muscle groups like your triceps and your shoulders and your forearms, and the biceps still does get tension, but just not as much as it should be getting. On the other hand, when the same man uses a lighter dumbbell, it becomes a lot more easier for him to focus it all on his biceps. And his biceps get a lot more tension, and yeah, this is essentially what you want to maximize your muscle growth. Now, I'm not here to hate on lifting heavy. Lifting heavy does have its own benefits. I mean, if you want strength, you have to lift heavy. At the same time, if you keep lifting a light weight for too long, I mean, doing 10,000 reps per workout is just too time consuming. At the same time, there probably isn't going to be a lot of growth because of progressive overload. You do need that. So if your goal is to train for strength, ignore everything I've said so far and just keep your training heavy. Just do it carefully and make sure you do it right. But what I personally think is best for lifters who want to train in between strength and aesthetic, like I do, is to go for a moderate weight between the heavy and the light weight that hits the sweet spot. And an ideal rep range of something around 8 to 12 reps, I think. I'm pretty sure. 8 to 12 reps that gives you the ideal muscle growth that you're looking for. Now, everything I've said so far applies to only small muscle groups like your biceps. You should lift heavy for muscle groups like the back, and your chest. You do want to lift heavy for certain muscle groups that can lift heavy, or push heavy, or pull heavy. You get the concept. Because lifting heavy is ideal for these muscle groups. They're built that way. So, what's the verdict? Heavy is better for strength. Light is good if you train till failure. But the best option and the one most people recommend is to use a moderate weight. For your small muscles like your biceps and your side shoulders, lateral and your delts, you want to use moderate weights with a controlled form. Once again, controlling the weight is very important because when it comes to smaller and lighter weights and moderate weights, controlling the rep range and controlling the range of motion is what actually gives you the muscle growth you're looking for. At the end of the day, it's not about lifting the heaviest, it's about lifting right. And yeah, that was it for this video. If you enjoyed it, subscribe, consider commenting, and yeah, expect to see me again. See you.